The fighting type is the best offensive type in Pokemon. It's literally built to smack you in the face to the point where you go flying across the room. And there are some fighting types that some say are good, some say are bad, and others say maybe are a little bit underrated. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. So let's get started with Generation 1. And let's talk about the best fighting types of every generation. And I am going to start with Hitmonchan. If you are playing the game and you think to yourself, Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan, as my washing machine goes off, don't think you guys can hear that as long as I keep talking. If you are thinking by comparison Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan, you always pick Hitmonlee. Why is that? Well, obviously because Bruce Lee is cooler than Jackie Chan. But second of all, because one is way stronger than the other. And even if you've never played the game before, you know it. You know that Hitmonlee is better. You know that Hitmonlee gets better moves. You know that Hitmonlee has better attack and speed. You just do. And then you forget that Hitmonchan exists. Did you know that Hitmonchan learns all of the elemental punches via level up? Plus Mach Punch as a priority. He gets just about every punching move that exists because that's what he uses to attack with. This thing is stronger than you think it is. And even though I would never in a Gen 1 playthrough, given the choice between the two of these, would ever pick this over Hitmonlee, I would still pick it over any other fighting type. I would. It's an underrated Pokemon. Gen 2, the answer is obviously Hitmontop because Heracross is broken and everybody knows how good Heracross is. Hitmontop, on the other hand, I guess is underrated because it's in second place. But give Hitmontop some credit. Rolling Kick is a really cool ability. He gets Triple Kick. It was the first of its kind. He gets a lot of cool stuff. And I like his design. So I got no complaints. Gen 3. If you've ever used a Hariyama, you know exactly the reason why I'm picking this. This thing has so much health. This guy is so fat, he has like 300 base HP. Like, a level 20 Hariyama will take a wing attack to the face, and he might die in one hit, but it'll take a really long time for that health bar to go down. The only fatter Pokemon is Blissey. This guy is a fat boy. Gen 4. Gallade. Psychic fighting. It had been done before, but never in this capacity. The only time it was done before that was Medicham, and nobody liked Medicham because it was a special attacker, or actually I think it was a mixed attacker, which was part of the problem. If you're a mixed attacker and a generation, which was Generation 3, that did not necessarily allow you to properly use your physical and special attacks because it was based off type, you were kind of in a bad spot. And then Gallade popped up right when nobody needed it, right when nobody thought it was coming. We get Gallade, and they do it perfectly. Gallade is an excellent Pokemon. Psychic fighting done right. Gen 5 is Throw. Throw, just like Hariyama, is thick. He has a lot of HP. However, unlike Hariyama, he's strong too. He has Circle Throw, which is an automatic critical hit move, which you can use really, really well with certain items. It'll help a ton. He gets all kinds of different flinching moves like Fake Out. I think he gets Knockoff as well. The only thing that's holding Throw back is his overall speed. Everything else, he works really well with. Gen 6 is Hawlucha. Hawlucha is a really cool Pokemon. It's one of my favorites to use. What holds Hawlucha back is the other fighting types that beat it out by comparison in Gen 6, including ones that can Mega Evolve. And he'll just never beat them. Is he a cool Pokemon though? Yeah. Is he unfortunately stuck till late in the game so a lot of people forgot he exists? Also yes. Gen 7. It's Beware. Normal fighting sucks. It sucks that that's the typing Beware got stuck with, but what doesn't suck is how bulky this thing is and how many great moves he gets. This thing, offensively, will tear you into pieces, and defensively, will stand there like a stone wall, and no one can stop you. Generation 8. It's Grobulus. Yeah, I was thinking about Phalanx, but I think Grobulus is a better Pokemon than Phalanx. And neither of them are the best overall. Or is this one called Is it Grabapult? No, Grabopolt evolves into Grobulus? I don't know. It's one or the other, okay? Everything past Gen 6, don't expect me to remember the name of the Pokemon. It's just not going to happen. Gen 9. Honestly, it's Quaquaval. What I don't like about this Pokemon is its design. And I know I've probably ranted about that 14 million times at this point, but it's true. I didn't like any of the Final Form Gen 7 designs. They were one thing as starters. They were a completely different thing as Final Forms. Nothing against the art team. I'm sure that they were given a theme to go off of and went for it. I just don't think it was done quite as well as they could have. But is Quaquaval a pretty good Pokemon? Yeah, it's just not as good as a lot of other stuff, including Palmont, including Annihilate. I mean, maybe you could put, I don't remember your name, Flapple? No. What is this thing? Flamigo in there? But no, I don't think Flamigo is good enough. Most underrated, though. Most underrated. Give me Hitmonchan. I based this reasoning off of how long it took me to talk about Hitmonchan. That was the reasoning I based it off of. With how long it took me to make an explanation on Hitmonchan and how perfect and precise it was, that's why I picked him, because I didn't know who else to pick. And you know what? It's my list, so if you guys get mad about it, you can go in the comments down below and let me know how angry you are about it. Go ahead, right now. I'll give you a minute. You can comment. I'll give you a minute. Okay, now that you're done doing that, we're going to do some poison types in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you then.